Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. Thank you for joining me. Today is day 13, y'all. This is day 13 eve of my 45th birthday. Tomorrow is the big day. Thank y'all so much for being on this journey with me, doing this countdown. It has been fun. It has been experimental. And I have watched the videos over and over and learned areas that I feel like I need to improve, which was the whole point of this, y'all. I never want to get to the point where I can't improve myself. You know what I mean? And so I'm really enjoying these videos and I appreciate you guys watching the videos. Please give me thumbs up, okay? As well as share your comments with me in the comment section. Tell me what you think about these videos and if these videos mean anything to you. And also subscribe to my channel so that you can come back and see what else I post, because tomorrow you have to join. Tomorrow I'm going to do it up for y'all for my birthday. So make sure you come back tomorrow and watch my video tomorrow. Okay? All right. So we are going to go ahead and dive into what today's topic is about, which I'm going to be reflecting on this past year before turning 45. Y'all, let me just say 44 was definitely a great year. And the reason I say that, I'm not saying because, I had all these wonderful things happen to me or whatever the case may be, or I had a bank account full of money and this, that, and the other, because we get so caught up in materialistic things and we lose focus on truly what's important, that's really helping us to grow and become a better individual. So I can honestly say this past year has taught me so much, and I've been able to grow beyond, y'all, listen, I have been able to grow beyond the limits of what I thought I could be. And guess what? God is not done with me. He still has room for improvement and room for growth for me, because the sky's the limit. 2025 and turning 45 is going to be my anthem, the year of elevation. I am elevating in this new coming year. Watch me. Continue to follow me on my journey, y'all. And I'm telling you, this is the year I am elevating, okay? So, as I mentioned, I am going to be reflecting. I forgot to set my timer, y'all. I have to set my timer because I'll go over, and because I talk so much, and until I grow this channel, y'all, I want to really be careful with, my time on here, because I don't want to waste my time and I don't want to waste your time. And so I want to make sure that I limit the amount of time and value other people's time. Now, of course, as I grow this channel and it become more of what I would like it to be, then I'll start, making longer videos. But it's really no point in doing that right now because I'm not there yet. I'm not quite there yet, okay? But if you think that I should be doing longer videos, share that with me in the comments. Tell me, if you think that would help me, because if so, I will start doing that. Tell me how it's actually helped you, because I'm sure there are some experienced content creators on here and you're coming across this video. Help me out, y'all. Help me out. So I want to share one thing, a few things with you, not just one thing. The reason I say one thing, which is my personal reflection on this past year. Basically, y'all, I have grown mentally, emotionally, spiritually, not quite financially where I would like to be. over this past year. Financially, is going to get here, y'all. It's going to get here. It's going to get here. But I'm grateful for what I have and what God has trusted me enough with, okay? Because, you know, we do all these manifestations and we want to have all this money, but God doesn't give us any more than we can handle. And I believe that, because I'm like, God, can I become this millionaire? Can I have all this money and no more struggles? You know what I'm saying? But that's a perfect world, right? You know what I'm saying? So, you know, I know it can happen, but I even think the people that has millions of dollars still aren't happy, you know, or sometimes they end up living beyond their means and stuff and then find themselves having to find more money. You know what I mean? So I don't think money really is enough. What I'm trying to say is money doesn't define us. Money does not make us successful. It's the things that we do or passionate about, and that's when money starts to come in, right? So I want to stay on topic because I'm kind of going off topic with what I want to talk about. But I can say this past year, I had the chance to become self-aware. I had to understand my thoughts and my behaviors. I am an overthinker. I will overthink the most simplest things that sometimes doesn't have anything to do with me. And it's not good. So that was one thing that I truly had to work on. And my behaviors, how I, you know, handled and responded to certain things and stuff, y'all, because I allow certain people and situations to trigger me and get the best of me. And in this past year, I learned how to control that, to no longer allow myself, you know, to behave in a manner where I lose my cool or I jump out of character and stuff like that, to say the least. I've also learned how to cope with challenges, which is not always the easiest, because when you're doing things by yourself, it can be a challenge. When you're dealing with stress in the workplace, it can be a challenge. When you're having financial situations or struggles, it can be a challenge. A lot of, you know, things that happen to us are just moments, I would say, to really teach us a lesson. And before reacting, I had to really understand why certain things were happening. So I had to control my behaviors, my response to the behaviors or to the situations, but also just becoming more aware of the challenges and why they were happening to me. I became more empathetic. Not that I wasn't empathetic before, but I recognized that one of my strongest points was being empathetic and showing empathy, not only towards others, but towards myself. Because I would give so many other people grace, but I wouldn't give myself grace. And I would be so overly critical towards myself. And so I had to learn how to show myself empathy. I also had to show more empathy towards others. I basically needed to take other people's perspectives into consideration, because it's easier to see things from my way, and sometimes you have to put yourself in other people's shoes. I took more accountability of my actions. I had to. I did less blaming. I think when you can look at yourself in a mirror and admit your wrongs, and focus on the areas where you need to improve, you become a better person. I feel like I've become a better person over this past year by being more consciously aware of my actions. I'm not perfect. None of us are perfect. So it's important to really focus in on your actions, how you're responding, how you're speaking, how you know how your day-to-day life is going. You know what I'm saying? I can go on and on, but we'll go more into details in another video. I'm basically just reflecting on this past year, giving you some bullets about, some bullet points about, areas where I had to improve, or I have improved over this, not approved, but improved over this past year. I had to show myself more self-compassion. I practice self-love. And by doing that is journaling. Instead of holding my thoughts in, put that in writing. I have my journal book right here. And y'all, I journal everything in here, as you can see. Right? Going to the gym, praying more, meditating. Grounding myself, limiting negative conversations, limiting distractions, and I can go on and on. I really focused on areas where I needed to improve. And Capricorns can be procrastinators. As hardworking as we are, y'all, if any Capricorns are tuning in, please tell me if you struggle with procrastination, because I know I do. So procrastination was one of the things that I had to work on, not putting things off until later. Get it done, and get it done, in a timely manner. By creating checklists, prioritizing my tasks, things that needed to be done. And that has helped me in the workplace, and that's also helped me in my personal life. I also, y'all, had to become more vulnerable, right? When you have, I mentioned in one of my videos where we have the feminine side and the masculine side. We have both genetics in us. Women, we want to be more feminine, less masculine. But when you're single, when you're coming to defense and you feel like you have to do the things that normally a masculine role would do, you tap more into your masculine side. But this past year, I had to tap in both, but I learned how to ask for help when I needed it. It's hard. When you're used to being independent, it's hard asking for help or sharing with someone that you're struggling, right? Or just opening more about your emotions and how you feel. And that's pretty much the few things that I really had to reflect on this year and try to improve with myself, in short. I didn't realize the amount of neglect, mental abuse that I had taken on over the years that I needed to really work on. It can mess you up, for real. I'm sure you can relate. But I'm grateful that I have another opportunity to see another year, and I get to live out the areas of where I've grown. It's a beautiful feeling. It really is. It's a beautiful feeling. I want to say this, y'all. This is going to be my word of intention this year. And I mentioned the word elevation. This word reflects my desire to grow spiritually academically, emotionally, while serving more people and elevating myself and those around me. I promise you. That is my focus going forward in 2025 and turning 45 years old. My last thought. If you're struggling emotionally, practice self-awareness and self-love. You would do yourself a favor. Identify areas where you can improve. Become more aware of your behaviors so that you can become more in tune with yourself and less responsive, right? Because every time they say behind every action, there's a response, right? But you don't have to respond to everything that is done to you. Focus on some mistakes, areas that you need to improve on so that you can work on becoming the best version of yourself. Thank you guys for tuning in to my channel and watching my video up to this point. Sorry, y'all. Please join me tomorrow as I bring in my 45th birthday. Give me thumbs up, comment in the section, and make sure you subscribe to my channel. I'll see you next time. Take care. Peace.